Daniel M. Davis, and I'm here in my basement with Ryan Claytor of Elephant Eater Comics. Here he is. Ryan!
Hello.
Hello, nice to see you. Welcome
Good to see you too.
Welcome to my basement here in sunny Arizona, where we keep the heat for the entire nation.
I like what you've done with it.
Thank you. It's
Very rocky.
It's homey. It's nice. It's warm. It's
cozy, I'd say.
Yeah, warm and unpleasant. So I'm here. Ryan has just given me a couple of his comics here, and then one day collected, and then one day number 6, as I recall.
Indeed.
And these are sweet. I was just checking them out. I mean, I just got them. He just handed to me. They're warm from his car, and these are.
Thank you, Arizona.
These are really tasty. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Sure. I just got both of these books. They're both very new. This is maybe a month old now, and this one is about a week old. So both of them are hot off the press, and this collected version collects issues number 1 through 4 of my autobiographical comic book series, And Then One Day. And this one you've got in your hand is the latest one, number 6 in the series, which is, again, switching up formats for the series a little bit.
Right on. Can you tell us a little bit about what they're about? I mean, what are they? What is And Then One Day?
And Then One Day is my comic book series of autobiographical comics. And the collected version is more of a page-a-day type of format, where each page is a different day in my life in comic book form. And number 6 is the result of some research that I've been doing in graduate school. I found this theory that states that autobio is no more truthful or valid than fiction, which got me thinking, what would make it any more so than it already is. So essentially, I interviewed a bunch of people in my life to contribute a greater objectivity to the autobiographical genre. And number 6 is comic book form transcription of those interviews.
Sweet.
So it's kind of a hybrid of autobiography and documentary.
Can you tell us a little bit about the foil shorts here? He's got some, I don't know if you can see this, but there's some damn shiny shorts here. And tell us a little bit about that.
I don't know how much I want to tell you about
whoa,
that. It comes up in the book,
right.
and I don't want to give too much away.
Well, you need to read the book to find out, but these are
There's
very
definitely
fetching.
payoff. Definitely payoff.
Very fetching. How long have you been doing And Then One Day?
I've been making my own comics for about 3 years now.
Sweet. I know right now you're in the first maybe quarter of your tour. Can you tell us a little bit about your tour? Because that's why he's here in Arizona.
Indeed. So I'm doing this 2007 summer North American in-store signing tour, where I'm taking around my books, signing them in different comic book shops, museums, libraries, bookstores, that sort of thing. And I'm going to 18 different states, a couple Canadian provinces, and I think it's 50 stops total.
So hardcore, basically. What was your inspiration for doing this tour?
I think it's kind of a dream of every creative person is, I'm going to go on tour. It's going to be fun and exciting and chaos. So I've always kind of thought about doing it, and I thought it was a great time to do it because I've got a couple new books to promote and to sign. In addition to number 5 that I already have out already. So I've got 3 books I'm taking around. I also wanted to, get to know more store owners, get to know more potential readers, see a lot of different places I haven't seen before, and it's also kind of a big excuse to go see a bunch of family and friends too.
Sure. Right on. I'm out of questions at this very moment, so I need to take a drink break.
I've actually got some questions for you, Mr.
Well, then
Davis.
let's trade places.
Okay. Now that I'm in the question spot, can you tell us a little bit about what you do? We didn't introduce you, did we? But this is Daniel M. Davis of Steam Crow Press, and he is a very accomplished artist in his own right, and I'm happy to be sharing a dungeon with him right now. So what I wanted to ask you about was, can you tell us a little bit about Steam Crow Press? Like, why the name Steam Crow Press, and maybe also what kind of overlining, group, genre, etc., do you tend to produce your books?
Sure. Well, Steam Crow Press is like our It's our secret empire company to take over a little tiny piece of the world. And basically, it's just it's how we get our work done. You know, we publish a couple books. Caught Creatures is one of our books, and Clawberry, which is a couple of our fine publications. But we basically do stories about friendly creatures, monsters, beasts, and stuff like that. Caught Creatures is a monster haiku book, so it's all about Duke Davis, the world's foremost monsterologist, and he captures creatures and writes haikus about them. And then Clawberry is about a little monster girl who gets her eye stolen in her quest to get it back. So anyway, that's what we do. So we basically do stories about creatures, monsters, and friends that exist in the world that we're just slowly discovering.
Have you ever found a monster under your bed before?
Well, not so much my bed. There was a time in 1978. It's hard to talk about, but these red bats came and they picked me up and they dropped me in the middle of a pine forest, and then a bunch of these really squat beasts took me and tied me up in licorice. So it really hurts when you laugh at my pain. Anyway, I could go on and on, but I won't right now. That hurts. I thought we were tight.
I'm really sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, that was horrible.
It was rope licorice. You need to know.
What else did I want to ask you about? Oh, so we're both going to be doing Comic-Con International this summer.
Yes.
And I want you to tell us a little bit about the booth that you've got going, because we're both going to be there. I'll be in small press, table K7.
K7.
But you're moving out of small press into large press, and you've got some crazy stuff going on, which I've got to see some behind the scenes. He's working on it in the dungeon, and anyway, I'll let you tell us about it.
It's top secret, but Ryan got to see that our Steam Crow Press is a factory. We manufacture stories and mythology and creatures, and so I'm building this immense, or at least as big as I can make for the con, 8-foot tall factory with big steam vents and stacks and moving gears. But you'll want to look and come and see it, because it's pretty cool. I've done the best I could with it anyway. But it's big copper plates, and I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
It's so sweet. Honestly, go check out his booth. Do you have a booth number yet?
I do, 4208.
4208.
So it's way on the end with the vinyl toys. Way on the end.
Okay.
So we're about 9,000 yards apart. Our booths are. So we'll have to hang out afterwards.
Excellent. So if you're making it between our booths, very worth it. Please see Daniel Davis's booth. Say that number again?
4208.
4208 for Daniel. K7 for me. K7.
We're talking to the fire marshal right now to see if we can put yarn between our two booths, like just red yarn. So maybe you can find that and go between our booths.
I think we're also going to try and pull it super tight, so if anybody can tightrope across those 9,000 yards, they get like a bonus sticker.
A sticker, a piece of gum, hug.
Arizona rocks.
There are a lot of rocks here, and they're really, really hot. Hot rocks. Anyway, thank you.
Excellent. Very good to be here, sir.
All right.
And thank you for the interview. Let me go pull the plug on this camera down the basement, okay? Oh, you've got it. Excellent. I'll let you get to it, and I'll just sip my goblet.
I think I got it.